feels quite crisp out here this morning. We did not freeze last night, but we definitely could freeze tonight. And all the kitties are patiently waiting on me. Don made sure to get me up at a good time, old time. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, they didn't wait too long. Come on, buddy. You were already up here, but you hopped down. Come on. Come on, let's come up again. It's a good boy. Now go eat, okay? Here's your chicken. There you go. There you go, buddy. Johnny had him in for about, you're gonna eat chicken. Eat chicken first. It's kind of like, you know, that's the important stuff. Johnny had him in for about 45 minutes last night. And I'm sorry there weren't any cat pictures yesterday. Nobody was more shocked than me when I got to the end of the video. That's what happens when we have really bad weather. And yesterday's weather qualified as not fit to be outside for more than just do what I need to do and get back in the house. It's nice to just sit down for a minute. He just took a piece of chicken with him. Mom would prefer that you eat in the bowl, but okay. See, this is why even if I put something under the bowls, it wouldn't change much. I saw there was a chance of rain this afternoon. I hope they're wrong. I saw briefly the sun trying to come out when I was in the backyard, but it's gone back in. I'll have to look at the hourly and see when would be best for me and Dawn to walk. If you missed it, we're on spring break this week from both schools, the high school and the college, and not on the road, and trying to recoup for the home stretch here till the end of the school year and high school graduation. Here you are. Hi, good morning. Good morning. How's my girl? Loving this extra time with Johnny this week, I bet. It's gonna be good. Every time I film, the sun goes back in, but it has definitely come out several times this morning. I've given Marty, Stripe, and Tux all of the love they can handle for right now. The ferns are looking really good. All coming up, doing their thing. We'll be putting shower curtains on some of the maples tonight to try to keep them from getting damaged by the cold. Come on up, bud. Let's not take Stripe out this morning. I know you could if you needed to, but you really don't need to, I promise. Yeah, he's over there kind of hiding by the corner of the garage. It's a gorgeous day and we are headed to Sanford. We're going to do two things. We're going to walk on the Endor Iron Furnace Trail, which we have done one time before. It's paved, so the fact that we had all this rain yesterday won't matter. There are some other trails we would have considered if things were drier. And also we're going to go to the Sanford Supercharger, which is still relatively new. We haven't been to it yet. And either no one has filmed the video at that supercharger yet, or now, you know, hasn't had time to process it yet. And anyway, they'll put more than one video for supercharger, so we're going to record a video at the supercharger as well. You'll notice it shows us multiple routes to our destination and then picked one and put us on it. It did not used to do that. So we're headed to the Donald Bowie Memorial Trailhead of the Endor Iron Furnace Trail. And this is basically the opposite end from where we parked the last time. The prettier end, the end that doesn't take us necessarily near the...
So it wanted us to go... That's fine.
Don was checking out the directions, I guess. It's the end that takes us away from the commercialized part of the trail where we was just following back along behind a couple of businesses. So we'll be in the prettier forest area.
speeding back up. Got all the way down to 35, 65 max,
55 speed limit.
and now it's speeding back up. This has been doing this
either on traffic aware cruise control or autopilot for a couple years.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Same spot. Obviously there was nobody behind us.
Right, yeah, I would not have done it to do that.
Hey, at least it's consistent.
Yeah,
it's not a fluke in that location.
That's them computers, they make that same mistake every time.
So I know he was like putting his vest on and getting it all situated, and he did just like jump with it. I'm like, geez,
there's
Louise.
No just put this on and just wear it casually. You got to get this sucker situated.
Right. So we were here once before, and we are starting at the opposite end.
That's right.
We're starting at the scenic end instead of the non-scenic end.
Started my watch.
All right, I'll start my watch here in just a second. We remember this is the gazebo spot.
Said I walked 47.7 kilometers this week.
Dang it, will you please up it to 50? You keep on costing me red Pokeballs.
Not my job.
Well, you know, I honestly am not sure how you tell. I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know how you tell. It's just like this mystery thing happens on Mondays, and often he's higher than me because I switch between multiple accounts, but you get all the walking on your one account and the phone and the thing sync, and anyway, you got a bunch of red Pokeballs, so that's good.
Yeah, a bunch of balls popped up.
So all of that really super bright green that you're seeing here, it's all privet. Every little last bit of it is privet. So this is 1.4 miles from somewhere. You can't actually walk to the iron furnace, although you can see pictures of it online and you're really not missing much. Yeah, if you don't know what it is, it's not the ugliest thing ever in the landscape. On the other hand, though, since we know what it is, and it kills all the native plants, and
so evasive.
It's just not good.
Yeah, it spreads like wildfire.
Yeah, you can start at the prettier end, but if you really want to walk 2 or 3 miles, you're gonna have to come through the shopping center area.
Oh, it's white.
Yes. I think I commented last time that there was a Belk and a Roses here at this shopping area, and both of those are mostly defunct now. Still a few in little towns across North Carolina. The Roses is that building in front of us. We lost our Roses in Fuquay. And yes, I see the cat, and no, I'm not going to try to take him home. Hopefully he has people that take care of him. Hey, buddy. Hi. You look like Marty Cat. Not feral, obviously. Of course, not running from me and being happy with me are two totally different things. Well, we can say that we really hope where we parked, that down on the end there they're going to add more pavement, because that would be, quote unquote, the more quiet, better part of the trail. This is actually part of the trail here. You have to cross the street and go under the road, whatever that road is up there, which is a rather major road.
Yeah, I think the train is right here.
We're just walking far enough so that by the time we turn around, we get the 3 miles when we get back to the car. And we do have our weight vests on. Obviously, you've seen Don's. And we are trying to swing our arms and walk pretty fast. Don's picked up, got him a free trash bag, and he's picking up some trash, but it's just as much to clean up the world as it is for him to get some stretching in today. We like to bend over a few times on the walk to help stretch us out. Oh yeah, you're right, this is the other trailhead. Did it go in the other direction too?
I think it does wind around in there.
Yeah, I think we went down in it a little bit, maybe. Well, that is 1.5 miles.
And it's hilly.
And there is more in that direction that's in the woods. Well, this is definitely a variety of magnolia. But I don't know what kind. Not the standard southern you would see out in the woods. This is a special thing. You can see these people front yard. They obviously have an eye for planting things. The fire department is obviously practicing drills today. First they were on the roof with a little practice. Now they're behind the hose with a little practice. Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple more kitties too. The one we saw earlier came up closer to us on the going back over the bridge, and it's either not a male or already neutered despite not being ear tipped. And I'm guessing there's good people here in Sanford that take care of these kitties. You go behind any big store in any decent sized town and you're gonna find some dumpster kitties. It's just the sad reality here in the South. Like to be able to save them all, but that's just not how it works.
Uneven ground.
Are you going after trash or a great picture?
Yeah, great picture, uneven ground, frontal lobe exercise.
Okay, you do it for both of us. We don't need me to have a concussion because my knee gave out. Right. I love uphill at the end. Going on 3 miles with the weight vest, walking as fast as I can. I just love going uphill here. Yeah, my knee's real happy with me. Not. It's all right. I'm gonna make it. And I'm a little out of breath, and that's a good thing. I was pushing myself, walking as fast as I could with the weight vest. Don told it to go to the supercharger, and it's close. It's 5 minutes, 1.1 miles. So I was curious where the supercharger was relative to Harbor Freight, and the supercharger's close by, and then Harbor Freight, where we normally go to when we come into town's way over here.
Yeah, well, it's really outside of the downtown. This is 501.
Here, now you can see
501, 421. This is a major, this little
intersect.
US, there's a lot of cars. So this 8 stall, this supercharger being right there is not in a bad spot.
Yep. So I put in Harbor Freight, which is down here, and it's, you know, a little bit across town to get to there. But Don says where they put the supercharger is off of, like, apparently 15501 and not far from 421, so it's probably, you know, a good location for the supercharger, whereas the Walmart Harbor Freight that we go to is a little bit off the side of downtown, or off the main part of town. Yeah. So
if you were going to Pinehurst or something like that, you would be coming down right down 501.
Right. Well, just to say that it's only, I'm looking, it's like 10 minutes between the supercharger and Harbor Freight, and at a busier time of day because it's 3:45 p.m. So it's going on what, you know, would be rush hour traffic. But anyway, I was just curious. So it's off 15501 421. Apparently we basically walked past the shopping center with the supercharger. Because we were right there at that Applebee's and this Circle K, and this McDonald's over here.
Yeah.
Is it in with the roses, for God's sake?
I don't know.
It may be. I don't know. That's pretty funny.
No, we're going to the left. It's
okay.
Right down there.
So it's not in the Roses shopping center, which is straight ahead. But there's another shopping center up here on the left. I see a PetSmart, a Dollar Tree, an Office Max, a Hallmark. So where that pickup truck went in.
I would agree.
There's a Lowe's Foods here. And the person in the pickup truck is...
It's the F-150.
Oh, it's pulled out there just a bit. There's a Starbucks in this shopping center, Kyle. It meets supercharger. I'm looking to the right.
Yeah, well.
It meets supercharger requirements. There's a Starbucks within walking distance and a Lowe's food. So when we rate this, this is going to get a 6 because
it has a Starbucks.
It has a Starbucks, and during normal business hours there's a place to use the bathroom, but it's not 24-hour. And there is a couple of lights over here. We're not here at night, so you could eat at the Chinese restaurant. So Camelback Brewing Company. Hopefully you won't be drinking while you're supercharging though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it doesn't, well maybe the gas station, there's a Walgreens there. If the Walgreens is 24 hours and technically you could use the bathroom, I'm gonna give it a 6. You'd have to walk a ways. I wouldn't want to do that walk by myself at night. I would just sit in the car if Starbucks was closed. I'd have to drive over there to use the restroom. I wouldn't walk it by myself. Yeah, so it's keeping track real time of the cost. We're up to $1.69. Whoops. I think if we go back to the supercharging screen, not that screen, but charging here, it shows us the last thing we did.
There it is.
$1.73.
Yeah.
Just saying, Elon, I'm still waiting for my supercharger passport book for every new supercharger I stop at, just like a little pouty 10-year-old kid. I'm still waiting. And oh, by the way, when you add it to the cars, please go back and add little postage stamps for all the ones the car has already been at.
Yeah.
It's against the rules, you know, to come to Sanford and not buy more Lego bins at Harbor Freight. Well, it sure was nice today not to worry about what time it was or where we were or where we had to be back at a certain time or any of that stuff. I guess we're getting off easy on daylight savings time this year because we got spring break this week. It'll probably hit us next week and we'll be a week behind everybody. That was a full plate including the middle. 24 pieces, 12 eggs. And me, Donna, and Johnny have all enjoyed them.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting up our feet for a few minutes. Dr. Barry's on. We might take a nap. It's late. It's 5:30, but it's, you know, obviously it feels like 4:30. So, yeah, we're having steaks for dinner. Gonna watch the season finale of The Last of Us. And just chillax for the rest of the evening.